it is time for Regulation E, which means that there are a bunch of new Pokemon, although technically speaking, this isn't going to use any of those new Pokemon just yet. Instead, it is going to use the Water Mask Ogerpon with the Wellspring Mask there, which is kind of interesting because in the initial stages of Ogerpon being available, everyone was running it with the Fire Mask. So it is kind of interesting, as always, to see the adaptations to come around. So I can't wait to see how maybe the regular Teal Mask then comes up as a counter for the Water-type Ogerpon, but maybe that'll be in the future though. Otherwise, the rest of the team is your fairly standard sets. It's really mainly the Pheasantipity and Ogerpon, which are the two standout options here. Pheasantipity is mainly looking to be the disruptor with the Icy Winds to slow the enemy team down, as well as poison them with that Toxic Chain plus spread moves, as well as a Sludge Bomb if you really want to poison something. So let's head into some Regulation E battles then, shall we? Ooh, Empoleon. I do remember that Empoleon... I don't remember exactly why, but I remember people talking about how it got quite a lot of new moves. I don't know if it got Scald, but it definitely had a glow up in the Teal Mask DLC. I mean, seeing the Sinistcha and Alola Ninetales, I'm very tempted to bring Chi-Yu in, but not up front. Definitely in the back though, as I'll bring in... I think Ogerpon might be an okay bring. Intimidates are scary, but being Ogerpon, I can probably just eat through that with either Swords Dance or just damage enough with the Horn Leech. In the back, Chi-Yu, and to take advantage of the lowered special defense, let's have Flutter Mane as well. I also, ooh, if it is a Surging Strikes Urshifu though, I will have Water Absorb shenanigans. Although I am showing my Ogerpon right at the start though, so maybe he'll know that. Urshifu, Single Strike, okay. Single Strike Urshifu as well as Empoleon on the side. Dazzling Gleam, maybe? I actually don't know what Empoleon can do, so I'll just Dazzling Gleam. I'm gonna get very greedy here and Swords Dance. Actually, no. Let's Horn Leech the Empoleon. It is Pot Steel, so it does... ooh, Wicked Blow. So it won't take super effective damage, but we will heal that up actually quite a good amount. Takes half damage and we heal back up to 126. Not the most, but maybe it's enough to survive the Empoleon attack here. Was that a crit on the Urshifu? That is a lot of damage to Urshifu for a Pheasantipity of all things. Focus Sash keeps it alive though. And Flash Cannon into the Pheasantipity. We do survive though, which is important, and Citrus Berry will heal us up. And we do have just enough HP on the Ogerpon to survive another Wicked Blow. And I'm pretty sure we will KO again. So let's go for a Dazzling Gleam. And you know what? Oh, we don't have Landorus, never mind. I was gonna say, let me Intimidate as well. Let's just Horn Leech again then, the Empoleon. He shouldn't be able to KO here, unless he goes to... Ooh, Terra Dark Wicked Blow might be just enough to take out Ogerpon. But instead he's going Terra onto the... Oh! Terra Grass on the Empoleon. Chi-Yu says hello. Close combat though. That does not take us out. So we do survive. But probably not for long here. We will move before the Empoleon. That is still, honestly, a significant amount of damage for it being not very effective. Maybe just enough that if we get a poison from Dazzling Gleam... Toxic Chain, come on. This has to be the one time. If there was ever a time to get Toxic Chain, Pheasantipity, now is not the time, of course. We move before it though. We still survive as well. We both outspeed the Empoleon, so it's pretty much dead this turn. But it depends on what the other Pokemon is. Never mind, Sinistcha heals it up. This is actually somewhat scary. But I mean, they're both grass types. Pheasantipity, I think, goes before Sinistcha, so Icy Wind will do a lot here. And Machagotcha will spread. We outspeed Empoleon. Let's just Horn Leech the Empoleon anyway. Icy Wind probably won't do too much damage. But yeah, Rage Powder, that's fine. Again though, Icy Wind... Oh, Vacuum Wave moves priority. But not enough damage to take out the Pheasantipity. It is so ridiculously weak. And Horn Leech, because, again, Ogerpon is still a grass type, even though it looks like a water type, it still has that part grass type, which means that we are not affected by Rage Powder. We still hit the Empoleon, and Icy Wind takes it out. And finally, we get a Toxic Chain onto the Sinistcha. Remember, although Ogerpon has the Water Mask, it is only pure water if you Terra. If you do not Terra, it is still a Grass Water type, and it also, very importantly, still has Water Absorb, which is something very easy to forget, I'll be honest. Ninetale comes in, an Ice type, notably. Oh, well, to be fair, Ice Fairy, but this is still very good for Chi-Yu. We can Ice Wind again, but I would like to Sludge Bomb, because, I mean, Sinistral is already poisoned. I would like to guarantee a poison onto Ninetales. You know what? It's been working so well. Let's just Horn Leech again, but Ninetales might move before us. Yeah, and it does with Blizzard. We do survive, though, with Ogerpon. If we move before the Sinistral, we might be able to survive. Yeah, the Horn Leech, we might heal up enough that we can survive a Macho Gotcha here. Only 40 HP, though. Oh, Strength Sap as well. Actually, Strength Sap doesn't KO us. It just takes lowers our attack. It does heal up quite a lot, though, on the Sinistcha. Do I bring in send Chi-Yu in right away? I think... No, I want to send Fluttermane in first, because I don't want him to do any shenanigans with that Sinistcha around. I can also always, of course, protect. Actually, I can protect this turn, let him KO my Ogerpon, and that will guarantee I have 2 Pokemon out on the field at the same time. Protect, this is just to avoid the Blizzard chip damage. And let's see. Oh, Aurora Veil. Interesting. But the poison will still do more than enough damage to chip away at the Sinistcha, I think. Actually, this does make things slightly more annoying. Honestly, please let this Macho Gotcha take out Ogerpon, but I don't know if it will. Okay, it does take it up. And yeah, Sinistcha heals that up. Sinistcha is a very regenerative, supportive Pokemon with Macho Gotcha, Strength Sap as well, Hospitality for healing the other partner Pokemon. But yeah, Sinistcha isn't really that much of a threat right now. It is the Ninetales. But with Focus Sash, we should be okay. All special attackers on the field right now, so Beads of Ruin has a lot of value. I could Icy Wind, but I want to make sure I get rid of the Ninetales, so it's Dazzling Gleam plus Heat Wave. I think everyone's about to use a spread move here. Blizzard, Macho Gotcha, Dazzling Gleam, Heat Wave is my prediction of this turn. But we should move first with, I think, both of our Pokemon. And I think we do KO through Aurora Veil. If not with Dazzling Gleam, then definitely with Heat Wave. That is very low. Oh, Blizzard goes first, but we have Sash. And also, we don't take any damage from that. So Heat Wave then goes and takes out the other two. Perfect. You know, I was talking about how Empoleon was supposedly buffed. Well, not like buffed directly, but inadvertently gotten more competitively viable in Teal Mask. This match didn't really show that off that much. It did not do a lot of damage. Ooh, Spectrier. Spectrier and Clefairy. That is something that is interesting. That might be, if I had to guess, Clefairy follow me with Spectrier setting up with Nasty Plot and whatnot, and then having it just steamroll through everything, right? Maybe Ogerpon could be useful for that in the sense of having Embody Aspect special defense increase. But we do have to worry about the other shenanigans of the Rillaboom being there. Heatran, though, is actually honestly very nice, and it's something that I haven't brought up yet because I haven't ever had the chance, but a lot of people were running Flame Mask Ogerpon because it had Mold Breaker, so you could still hit the Heatran. Now, of course, we don't have that here because we are using the Wellspring Mask, but the threat is still there because if they try and go Terra Grass to avoid taking super effective damage from, say, the Ivy Cudgel, that still allows Serendipity to Sludge Bomb it for super effective damage. So there is still a threat to Heatrans here. Well, I'm kind of hoping that he does bring Heatran here. We'll have Serendipity on the side as well, and yeah, let's lead Ogerpon and have Landorus and Fluttermane in the back. I'm hesitant to bring Chi-Yu in because Chi-Yu could lower our own special defenses, making his Spectrier even stronger. Landorus, Ogerpon. Okay, this is fine. I don't get to, because Ogerpon is out in the field right now, I don't get to do any funny shenanigans of, haha, let me switch in and eat the Ivy Cudgel with my own Water Absorb. Ivy Cudgel, Landorus. Actually, the fact that Ogerpon is out right now means that Ivy Cudgel is a very strong option, but then again, there is the Rillaboom switch in. However, I could Ivy Cudgel Landorus and Sludge Bomb that slot. Or Icy Wind, actually. Yeah. Icy Wind, it'll be super effective onto Rillaboom. It'll be super effective onto Landorus as well. Stomping Tantrum, though, is super effective. And it doesn't take us out, though. But depending on who Ogerpon hits here, if he goes into Serendipity as well... Ew, no. Horn Leech. Okay, Horn Leech, that's fine. Maybe he was expecting me to go Terra Water there. So Ivy Cudgel does not take out Landorus, but Icy Wind coming in next. Quad Weak does take it out. Okay, perfect. Ogerpon does lower its speed there as well. Horn Leech is still an option from him. So what I could try and do is switch Ogerpon out, bring Landorus in. If he tries to Horn Leech again, that would get resisted. Clefairy is somewhat scary though. It rhymes. Let's see, bring in Landorus. And I can try and Sludge Bomb that. Actually, no, I think a Protect might be better here. There's no way he's Ivy Cudgeling this Landorus here. So it's probably gonna Horn Leech. Either Horn Leech Landorus or Ivy Cudgel Serendipity. I'm scared about Clefairy though. That's probably Eviolite as well, so it's probably very bulky. Maybe it has Follow Me as well to try and keep Ogerpon safe. Yep. That's fine though. We are gonna stay safe ourselves. Swords Dance is scary, to say the least. I could try and make a big play and say if he tries to Ivy Cudgel Landorus, I switch into Ogerpon and I heal up. The fact that he has Horn Leech, he might just go for Serendipity instead. And not use Ivy Cudgel. In which case Serendipity just goes down. So let me try and U-turn Ogerpon and Sludge Bomb as well. Follow me, that's expected, but that's fine. I need to cycle in... Oh, Sludge Bomb actually still does get a super effective damage onto Clefairy. Right, because we did... Oh, Poison as well. We did Icy Wind earlier, so Ogerpon is a bit slower. If I can cycle in Intimidates, that'd be great for us. Alright, Landorus comes back. We send in Ogerpon. I doubt he's attacking the Landorus slot with Ivy Cudgel, but that would be very funny because then we heal up. I imagine he's using... Either he's Ivy Cudgeling the Serendipity slot or he's just using Horn Leech. Yep, Horn Leech. We survive though because it's a poison type and it's not very effective. Oh, that is huge. And we know that we are faster than both of them, right? Or we're faster than Ogerpon, definitely. And let's see then. I can Swords Dance myself, I think. Let me Horn Leech though, just to stay safe. And I can Intimidate with Landorus here. Ivy Cudgel onto that slot though is going to be devastating onto the Landorus slot. But he will be back to neutral though. And he is poisoned, so he will be taking damage slow. Wait, yeah. No, the Clefairy is taking damage slowly from poison. But once Clefairy goes down, things become significantly easier, I think, for us. Neither of us want to Terra our Ogerpon because then it turns into pure water and Horn Leech becomes so much more effective. Oh, no, but here it might be, though. Does he go Terra, Water, Ogerpon? Ivy Cudgel Landorus probably, isn't it? And this is somewhat scary because Clefairy still being on the field means that he can follow me. Oh no, he's protecting. Okay, that's fine. Horn Leech is going to be super effective now because he is Terra Water. And we do outspeed, so this is huge for us. He probably has to go Ivy Cudgel onto... Okay, Horn Leech. But again, I am still Grass type. Horn Leech is not going to be as effective. We are faster. The fact that he protected was actually very bad for him. He may have actually KO'd me there. I could do something very funny. I could switch in to Serendipity so that Horn Leech does only 3 damage and he doesn't heal up enough. Yeah, let's do that. He doesn't have... He has one more Pokemon in the back still. And also this makes sure that... Let me U-turn as well. Actually, no. Something time from the Clefairy. Because he's probably going to follow me, right? So Horn Leech from my Ogerpon would not go into his thing. If he didn't protect that turn, I may have saved him, actually. It would have probably saved him, but because of that, I got a Horn Leech off. So let's see. He's going to draw Ogerpon. Okay, this resets its speed as well, which is very important to note. And Heatran comes out. Heatran, which can no longer Terrestrialize, more importantly. The fairy goes down. Let's see then. Ogerpon on our side might be able to swing things through and win this for us. Also, yeah, no, the fact that it can't go Terra, Grass, Heatran means that Stomping Tantrum from Landorus is still going to be very effective here. His Ogerpon might be faster than us. Actually, it probably is faster than us. We try an Icy Wind and try and get a speed drop and protect. Actually, you know what I should have done? I should have switched out into Flutter Mane to get off Intimidates again. Ivy Cudgel gets protected, that's fine. If we go before Heatran and we get a speed drop here, that is going to be huge for us. That is brilliant. That means that our Ogerpon can outspeed his Ogerpon. And we are good to go. Horn Leech to the bank. We have Stomping Tantrum. We also Toxic Chain Pheasantipity, you absolute beauty. Flash Cannon will get rid of Pheasantipity, but it's at 3 HP, it's no matter what. Pheasantipity did way more, over and above with that 3 HP. This is the benefit of not going Terra with Ogerpon. Specifically Terra Water Ogerpon. Again, also, it's not the exact same thing, but we finally get a chance to show off Ogerpon Pheasantipity against Heatran. I was going to say, like I said, normally the benefit of not Terraing the Fire type Pathflame Mask Ogerpon is that you have Mold Breaker for Heatran. Here, the Ogerpon not Terraing keeps our Grass Terra, or Grass type, so we can survive against opposing Ogerpons, which is very nice. And also Water Absorb, so like, pretty much Ogerpon had no effective moves against us. Ivy Cudgel gets absorbed, Horn Leech gets neutral damage only. Going Terra is nothing but a downside for us here. And the crit I don't think mattered because we did see how much damage the Horn Leech did earlier. Plus, Poison would have probably KO'd it no matter what, even if it did Horn Leech us again. Stomping Tantrum probably doesn't get a KO here, but never mind, it's quite effective, of course. But even then, if this guy didn't use his Terra on Ogerpon, things would have been much more interesting. But the fact that he still did have, what is it called, the Heatran in the back. His only other option would have maybe been Terra his Heatran. That is just how good Ogerpon Pheasantipity can be.